The WWE draft starts this Friday, April 26th on SmackDown, continues over to Raw, and it's going to have all of the brands in it. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they're all involved. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a big shakeup where we see a lot of superstars switching brands, champions switching brands, NXT call-ups, people going over to NXT to work on their craft and whatnot. I have already done videos on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, so if you guys want to check them out, they're on the channel. But this is going to be a quick one. I just want to talk about the free agents with this WWE draft because there are usually free agents drafted or signed as well. Free agents are tweeners, if you want to call them that. They can appear on any brand that they want or any brand that makes sense for them at the time. And I have a list of a couple free agents here that I think will be very interesting. Number one, I think Uncle Howdy is going to be a free agent. I don't think it's going to be like an official announcement. No one's going to draft Uncle Howdy. That's just not the gimmick for that. I think there's going to be a point in the draft where they're about to make a draft pick and the draft screens are going to go like, and then, you know, the screens are going to go down. There's going to be glitches or whatever, QR code, and then he's going to come out. It's going to be a massive pop, and there's going to be like a unclear thing on like who the heck just drafted him or whatever, and he's just going to be labeled as a free agent. So Uncle Howdy, when you have a gimmick like that, in my head it makes the most sense for them to be like a roaming superstar. Like they can appear on Raw, they can appear on SmackDown, they can appear on NXT, wherever they see fit. It's really hard to pull off a gimmick like this nowadays, and I think Uncle Howdy has a lot of potential if done the right way, and keeping that like mysterious persona, mysterious aura, and having him being a roaming superstar makes a lot of sense in my opinion. So I don't think he should be on any specific brand. I think he should be involved in the draft, have a cool little thing, massive pop. He can come out or whatever, slam somebody, start a feud, whatever. But they've been teasing him for weeks. I think they're ready to pull the trigger, and I think the WWE draft is when it happens. Another free agent that I think gets signed, I think we've been waiting on her for a while, and judging by her social media posts and whatnot, Charlotte Flair. I know she's recovering from an injury, but it's been some time, and I think she's almost ready to come back. We don't know the full extent of her injury and the real timetable and all that, but Charlotte Flair, whether you love her or hate her, is very, very important to the women's division. She's arguably the greatest women's wrestler of all time, statistically. That's not an opinion, I'm just saying. She's definitely one of the best of them. It's safe to say that. So she's a big, big name, and I don't know. I just can't see a brand for her specifically. It doesn't really matter if she wants to pick Raw or SmackDown. Cool, doesn't matter, whatever. But she's a huge name, and I think having somebody like that as a free agent is exciting because it could spice things up. She can appear on either brand whenever she feels like, interrupt some feuds, because I guess that's known to be like kind of her thing, and they just kind of throw her and stuff, and she's awesome at what she does. So it makes sense. I could see her being a free agent. Now I have another free agent prediction, and this is my favorite one. Randy Orton. Okay, Randy Orton, you could put him on any brand. You could put him on NXT. He'd be amazing. You could put him anywhere. He's amazing. He's Randy freaking Orton. He's the GOAT. He's one of the best, the greatest of all time. Now, obviously, down the road, we all want him to feud with Cody. That's got to happen, especially for the belt. We love that. We want that. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. I don't know if that's going to happen after all this bloodline stuff. Who knows what the storyline is going to look like, what the timeline is going to look like. But in the meantime, if that's not going to happen, I want Randy Orton on whatever show he feels like, feuding with whoever the heck he wants, because he's Randy freaking Orton, and he could do whatever the heck he wants, man. The RKO out of nowhere is lovely. Having that randomly at like random shows, I think makes a lot of sense. And if you want to put him on a brand for a couple weeks, have a couple feuds, that's fine. He could stay on Raw for 2 months, but then he's going to be on SmackDown for a month or whatever. That's kind of how free agents in WWE work. They kind of go wherever makes sense, and if they want to stay put, they can stay put or change whenever they like. And this last pick is a little controversial. We weren't sure what to do with this person. There was a lot of plans for him in the WWE, but things changed pretty quickly, and now it seems like he's being removed from any allegation and accusation. Brock Lesnar. After being removed and disassociated from anything WWE for a few weeks, Brock Lesnar was re-added and reassociated with the WWE after some time. Now, I imagine this is potentially possibly because he was removed or excused from the allegations and accusations. I don't know how true that is or whatever, but they're talking about him again. He's associated with the WWE again, and they've mentioned him a few times in recent weeks. Brock Lesnar is definitely coming back. There's obviously a lot of dream matches for Brock. We have Brock and Gunther. We have Brock and Braun Breaker. At some point, a little passing of the torch would be crazy. Feuds like that make a lot of sense for Brock. Maybe he runs back with some OGs. Drew, Randy Orton. I don't know. But I think Brock has a lot left in the tank. He had an incredible run with Cody, even though that feud made no sense in the world. I thought it was really entertaining, and I think Brock can still deliver at his age and still put on some great matches, some great storylines, and and Brock would be a really, really hot free agent that doesn't really need to be on a particular brand. And that would be a huge announcement and a great way for him to return. But that's all I have for my free agents as of right now. You guys should definitely check out my other draft prediction videos where I talk about Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, so this all makes sense to you guys and you guys get a full idea of what I'm thinking. I'm sure I'm going to be wrong on some of the predictions, but I'm sure I'll be right on some of them too, and I hope I am, because this is some really exciting stuff. But please, please, please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about my list. Are there any free agents you think I missed? Do you think any of these wrestlers will actually be associated with the brand? Was I right? Was I wrong? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I love fantasy booking. I love fantasy drafting in wrestling. I think it's awesome. I think it's exciting, and the draft is going to be so exciting. I cannot wait. Check the other videos on the channel. It's going to be a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoy.